I'm DrFlux, and today we're looking at a new blaster. This is a Fortnite Pump SG. This blaster shoots mega, and I believe it actually has an internal clip, and we're gonna check it out today and see how good this thing is. To be a little bit different today, we are going to compare it against an assortment of other blasters. We have another Fortnite blaster. This is the TS, I believe, and it is also a pump action shotgun with a 4-round internal magazine. So that's pretty cool. We're also going to compare it to the old double breech. This is a 2-shot AR system that is a pump shotgun. And finally, we're going to look at a modified Magnus. This is one of my personal favorites. This is a pump action kit that you can find on Thingiverse. I will provide a link in the description. So we're going to be looking at all 4 of these blasters and just kind of giving my overall impression of this new offering from Hasbro. So let's take a look at what this thing comes with in the box. I believe it's just a blaster and 4 darts, but let's go ahead and take a look. This package is using the eco-friendly Hasbro paper instead of plastic, so that's good. But they still are using tape, which is kind of hard to get around tape. Looks like I don't have any instructions, so nothing to hang on the wall. But they have wrapped the mega darts in this tissue paper instead of plastic, so once again, with their green campaign, if you are into that type of thing, which I think is good for the environment. But yeah, that's all we got. We got 4 darts and a blaster. So I'm kind of curious as to how this breech system works. So here we have a jam clearing door, and when you prime the blaster back, I was expecting a breech to open. I'm confused. Or no. Oh. Okay, instant sadness. You feed your 1 mega dart in there. Hits hard, but yeah, single shot, fumbling around in between shots. Hold up. Oh, there, okay. Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate. We're gonna still put this thing through its paces, but I was really expecting some type of internal mag or clip or something like a Magnus, and it doesn't look like it has that. So full disclaimer, I shot that first part of this video about a week ago and really lost the desire to even do this video, but I was kind of thinking about it as like, you know what, I should probably at least let everyone know what kind of blaster this is, do my review. So maybe I can kind of help educate people to, you know, what this product is and what it brings to the table, and you know, maybe some other people will consider purchasing something else, or maybe they are looking for something like this. So figure I'd just put out the review, because in the end, sometimes I have to suffer so other people don't have to. With that out of the way, the Fortnite Pump SG is not completely horrible. It does bring a few cool things to the table, one being an awesome stock. Pump grip is great, and the overall aesthetics of it are decent. It looks pretty good. I'm not a big fan of this big blunderbuss type of barrel, but that can be fixed, or it could be used in like a blunderbuss type of build. So as you're probably aware, I am not too fond of a breech type of system that allows you to only feed 1 dart in, close the breech, and then fire. Adding extra actions and steps in firing 1 dart is just never a good thing. So not too happy to see on that. Which brings me to another point. This is the mega double breech, and many consider this blaster to be not that great. So it's very strange to me that they took this type of loading system, which is the same thing. You know, you prime it, you open it up, you put your 2 darts in, you close it, fire. Okay, so with that in mind, this is actually not as bad, because you're only opening the breech to feed 2, and then you can prime fire. That's actually a little bit better. That is doable. But taking away 1 dart with the same amount of steps to load it is really not good. That's not a great system, especially when you look at it and it's the same width and thickness of a Magnus. You have room in here to put in some type of top loading breech system. I kind of feel like The reason why they strayed away from this is because they're really adamant about having a side loading with a door that opens up. Maybe that's what they're going for. I don't know, but I would much rather have a Magnus internals in here with a 3-round internal magazine. That would have been way better. I really, to be honest, I probably wouldn't even bought this thing if I did my research a little bit more and saw that this thing actually just took 1 dart. So in the end, I think this is just a failed opportunity, a failed design opportunity. It does offer some pretty cool design stuff. And since we're talking about modding, I do want to point out, if you were to chamber this thing for half dart and, you know, basically you open it up, prime, put your half dart into like a kind of a half dart breaching system, and then fire, I think this would be a really good sniper rifle type of build. You could probably get some decent FPS out of this. I chronographed this thing stock, as you can see here. From these numbers, this thing hits pretty hard, so it has good plunger diameter in there and a lot of force behind that dart. So if we chambered this for half darts, we would have an actual decent platform here. So I just want to put that disclaimer out. I, however, purchased this because I like shotgun aesthetics. I like the way this looks, and I was anticipating having at least maybe like I thought it was gonna have maybe a 2-round internal mag. I know that's kind of crazy, but I figure at least a couple that I could just feed in a couple and boom, boom. That I could deal with that. But 1, ugh, not my cup of tea. I did take this outside, and I will note that it is pretty accurate. So I fired off about 7 shots, and I was able to hit cups pretty well. So, and this was at a 30-foot engagement, so keep that in mind. I think after 30 feet, a lot of mega isn't too accurate. I think 50 feet is about where mega can be accurate at. Since we're talking about Fortnite shotguns, this is actually really cool in my opinion. I like that this thing has essentially a Magnus type of loading system from the bottom, and it takes 1 extra dart, which is really good. So this shotgun I can get behind. It also has a back little area that you can load some extra darts, or maybe throw a candy bar in there if you get hungry. But this one is actually pretty cool. I think it has a really good chonky look to it. You know, it's this big in charge looking shotgun. Big fan of this one. I want to paint one of these ones up. So if given a choice between these two, I'd go with one of these, to be honest. And finally, I just wanted to talk about this guy. This is a pump action Magnus. This is a kit that you can get. You can probably get these on Etsy. I found them on Thingiverse, and I'll go ahead and put a link in the description. But this is a really good way to just get some quick mega. Hits hard. This has no upgraded spring or anything. The things do really great just right out of the package. I also enjoy having this thing, you know, kind of just on my back, so you can pull it out and boom, I have a shotgun. So I'll be sticking to this. I might consider taking the stock off of this. It'd be kind of cool to put it on here. Possibly taking the pump grip. I actually do like the Magnus pump grip. I'd hate to just kill a blaster just for its stock, but I don't know. We'll see what we can do with this thing. So in the end, let's just talk about FPS. So obviously I showed you the chronograph numbers for the Pump SG. The other blasters, these are thrifted, so I can't really scrutinize them too hard on their performance, but as you can see, they're around 67, 70 type of FPS. So I'm just gonna attribute these to being old and been kicked around Goodwills for who knows how long. I think the Fortnite Pump SG actually has decent FPS considering, you know, because I did get some shots up to 80, which is really impressive for Mega. In conclusion, this blaster has good build quality. The overall aesthetics look very good in my opinion. The performance is there, you know, as far as how hard that Mega Dart hits, but the capacity is a real downside of this blaster in my opinion. I mean, sitting there, even if they gave us 2 or 3, like it'd be a little bit different, but 1 shot with, you know, and the fact that when you prime it, the breech doesn't even open. So you gotta prime it and then manually open it and then grab your dart and put it in and then close it and then fire. That is so many steps. That's, it's like, it's got all the complexity of something with an internal mag minus the internal mag. So it's just added steps for 1 shot. You know, why wouldn't I just run a big shot or a Talon or something where it's just, you know, prime, put your dart in fire. This is a lot of work. So, you know, I understand this is based off of a game and, you know, Fortnite aesthetics are here and people will probably, you know, play the game and want the blaster. So that's cool. But when it comes to actually functionality and practicality, this thing is, it's a pass for me. The one point I'd like to make though is if you would like to use this in the future for a different integration, or maybe you like the stock or whatnot, I think it's good in that regard. But if you're looking for just a good Mega Blaster, I would probably recommend doing a Magnus pump kit, because these things are phenomenal. They hit hard with the stock internals, and they definitely meet that shotgun looking aesthetic if you're going for that look, and they deliver really good consistent hits. So I would actually recommend something like this if you had to make a choice. And with that said, I'd like to conclude this video. Let me know in the comment sections if you agree with some of my thoughts, or is this something that you can completely pass up on and not care about? Because I've heard that a lot with this blaster, and I'm starting to see why. I want to thank you for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video to help support my channel. And as always, happy foam flinging.